Hello, we're going to walk through a process in how to add a printer that is network attached to your computer. Once you're connected to the appropriate Wi-Fi or Ethernet connection on your computer to your company, you will need to go to go to the Apple top left corner, select on System Preferences. Once there, this screen may look various different from different operating systems. But what you want to look for is where it says printers and scanners and it has a printer icon. Select that. You may see a select of options of printers on the left side here where my cursor is moving. You may not. If you do, that is fine. If you need to reset or erase or delete those printers, feel free to follow my other video on how to reset the printers and scanners. By selecting the plus sign on the bottom left corner of this window, it will appear a window showing the available printers. And if your available printer that you would like to select, just highlight it, let it load. Down here it says secure AirPrint, may also say generic, or AirPrint in general. If it says any of those, just go ahead and leave the name as it is, unless you want to rename it and say office, faculty, living room, kitchen, etc. Just for your preference. This does not change the printer name for anyone else who adds the printer in that facility or location. To add it through an IP address, you'll go to the top center. You'll put in the IP address that was provided by your IT support department. So here I am putting one. It states that it's valid and complete host name or address. This section here for protocol, you can leave it as the Internet Printing Protocol. Here it basically appears on the bottom as the name. It has generic PostScript, which is fine, basic drivers. If you are looking to have the features of the printer, state it is a multi-function printer. You want the scan feature, you want the fax feature, you want all these other features. Talk to your IT department to get the full install of the drivers onto that Mac so that you have all those features available, as well as some devices do have duplex printing, which allows you to print on both sides of the paper and save paper consumption. Once the IP address is put on the very top, at the bottom, you can rename this and you can say, call it whatever you would like that might reference why this printer is, and then select on add. Now during this setup process, it will look for that printer and connect to it. Sometimes you may come across to a point where it may prompt you that it was unable to verify the printer. If you have that verification problem, it could be because you may have entered the wrong IP address for that printer and it's not communicating to it. Or two, you might not be connected to that specific IP range. For an example, as you notice here, it says unable to verify the printer on your network. Would you like to continue? You can go ahead and continue. So then once you are connected to the Wi-Fi or the Ethernet connection of the network, it will revalidate and provide you connection. Here, as you see, it's stated that it have an option for this specific printer. It has duplex printing. If you want duplex printing, you can just check mark this box. And so now every time you print a document, it would also automatically print on both sides. Select OK, and now the printer is added. It is green and it's ready to go. So that is how you can add a printer, either if it's through AirPrint or through network provided IP address. If there's any more additional information, feel free to reach out to your IT department or put a comment down below and we'll be glad to help you out. And that concludes our video.